Everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free. Sister, together we'll make it through. Someday a spirit will lift you and take you there. I know you've been hurting, but I'll be there waiting to be there for you. And I'm there just helping you out whenever I can. Come, everybody's free. Everybody's free to feel good. We all are a family that should stand together as one, helping each other instead of just wasting time. Now is the moment to reach out to someone. It's up to you. When everyone's sharing their hope, then love will win through. Come, everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free to Everybody's free to feel good. 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 Everybody's
That was a #1 hit from 1991, Everybody's Free by Rozalla, the Queen of Rave. She's got a new single coming out and I spoke to her about it. I was just looking back at it, I think it was end of March when we last talked, and you just wouldn't think, would you, now that there's not been any live music or anything over the summer or anything like that. It's incredible, isn't it?
That's right. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. You don't mind if I have my cup of tea whilst we're speaking?
No, definitely not. No.
Good,
have you done any online performances over the summer?
Yeah, I have. I did a couple for Let's Rock.
Right.
They these big festivals, and they were to raise money for charity.
Right.
In fact, it was actually to raise for child bereavement.
Right.
And the first one raised about £140,000 in a period of 4 hours.
Wow.
I know, and they had about 2 million viewers across the board. Wow. On YouTube, on Facebook, and where else did they show it? And I can't remember. 2 million. And then they decided, because it was so successful, they did a second one a few months later. And they had about 1.7 million viewers, and they raised about 100,000 as well. So
yeah, fantastic.
Quite something, yeah. Then I did other bits and bobs here and there.
How does it work when you do that? Do you have do you do that from home, or do you have to go somewhere to do something like that?
No, I did it at home. I mean, it's not something I've done. It's all new to us, you know. This lockdown has thrown so many different things at us, and I didn't want to do it because, you know, I did it right here in the studio where we speak in, and I've got this ring light that I bought with a stand. And so I put the ring light on and my husband plays the music and then I'm singing with the music going. But honestly, it's just not ideal because you get the roomy sound. I find when I'm singing and I've got a little bit of reverb on the microphones or the speakers, it helps with my voice. And doing it this way was completely dry. So I'm competing with the music, either it being too soft or too loud. It's not something I've really enjoyed, to be honest. So I hope nobody asks me again.
It must be
So
strange
don't
not
you
getting
dare
a
ask
reaction
me.
from the crowd or anything.
Pardon?
It must be strange not getting a reaction from the crowd or anything.
Oh, it's so strange. I mean, I've got my husband clapping and going, yeah, you know, but you can only do so much. But, you know, they were all for good causes. So I guess if I'm asked again, and it depends on the cause, you know, and I did a few to raise money towards the NHS, things like that. So really worthy causes. Yeah.
You've got a new single coming out.
Yeah, I got a new single coming out. I feel it's slipping away. And so that'll be out officially on the 30th of this month. So it's now available to order as of the 22nd of this month. So I hope you got your copy.
Yes. Yeah. Is there a story behind it?
Well, because, you know, I'm working on an album towards all the singles that I've released before. I released Turn on the Light about 18 months ago, and then we released Magnificent, of which you know kindly have supported in May. So Gary said, you know, with this lockdown, what's ever happening, if you don't do things to make yourself occupied or whatever it is, you get depressed, you know. And we're working on an album, and Gary's like, let's just keep releasing. So Slipping Away came by one of the guys who mixed it, knew I was looking for songs, and he sent this one to Gary, and he says, you know, for the energized artists, and Gary thought it was well up my street. It was a song written by, I don't know if you remember the great songwriters Lamont, Holland, and Dozier from back in the day. Yeah, Lamont Dozier wrote this one.
Right.
And Gary called me and he's like, it's never been released. It was a demo song that was just never released. He sent it to me and he's like, you know, I think it's really up your street, Rozalla. And I listened to it. And when I'm given demo songs, they usually end up sounding not what they sounded like on a demo, you know. So I tend to have this idea of looking beyond what it can sound like. If I hear there's an ingredient in the song that I think, yeah, I can make it work. I can hear myself singing it. And then when I heard Slipping Away, I just thought, yeah, that's the one. And so that's how that came about.
Very good. Who are your musical influences? What sort of music do you listen to?
Oh, I listen to everything. I mean, you know, when I just come back from a piano lesson, so I dashed into the office. So sorry, I got no lip gloss or lipstick on for you. I just dashed in, so I've just done a piano lesson, and you know, I was listening to Luther Vandross's greatest hits.
Right.
You know, so I listen to all sorts of music. I listen to jazz. You know, when I'm having a bath, I put on bath time music, you know, that's relaxing with violins and pianos playing. I like to delve into different styles of music every now and again, but I tend to listen to more laid back, easy listening stuff.
So if I asked you what your favorite three pieces of music are, what would that be?
My three favorite pieces of music. My goodness, that's
difficult question.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because every day is a different day.
Right.
For what I want to listen to. I mean, at the moment, like I said, I'm loving listening to Luther Vandross. I'm loving listening to songs from the 80s, the 70s and 80s when disco was really big. And I feel it's slipping away. One of the main mix, I think, is very disco sounding. Right. You know, at the moment, I'm loving listening to Rose Royce, Magic Touch.
Right.
I love it. I'm just loving it. And Odyssey. So yeah. So I'm listening to stuff like that I haven't listened to for years, you know. And I was a wee young girl when those all came out. So I'm listening to those, and it changes. It changes.
Mm. Do you play any other musical instruments apart from the piano?
No, oh gosh, the piano is hard enough as it is. I can't.
Mm.
Honestly, my brains would not cope. The piano is enough. I just couldn't. And in fact, my piano teacher and her husband, who's they're professional musicians. I mean, I look at them and they're incredible. My husband and I have been to watch her husband's performances. His name is Dominic Aldis. He's an artist in his own right, and he's done some shows here in London at the Pizza Express, where they have, you know, performances and stuff like that. And he's just incredible, and so is she. So when I was leaving today, Dominic came downstairs and he said to me, it really sounds like you putting music together. It's sounding more fluid. It's sounding together. And that coming from him was like, wow, you know, because I look at him and I think he's a music maestro, and his wife as well, you know. And she said to him, yeah, she's making big strides. So I might play you the piano next time, darling.
Yeah. I was going to say, will you be playing and singing on your next single?
Oh, that would be something. That would be yeah. Oh gosh, that would be a dream come true.
Yeah, very good. Oh, well, I wish you all the best with it, and it's been really good to talk to you again. This is Rozalla's new single, I Feel It Slipping Away.
Everybody's coming, man.